Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So this video is the guide for the new players. So I will talk about the simple things, how to gear yourself up and go for the highest place you can get on this game, as from 0 to hero for sure. I will not talk about a lot of things besides this, so I will talk mostly of things can make you go up on your damage and attack power and for sure your stats and everything like this, and away from any other things can make you go for this. Other things what I can make you videos for it later, but I will focus on the main things you have to do. So don't forget to subscribe, like that video, make this video reach a lot of likes so a lot new players or returning players or whatever coming to the game can see this one. And let's begin this. The first thing to do as a new player, you have to finish your story and finish it until the end. At least you can forget about the last chapter, but it's not a big problem. You have to focus until you get your better soul and your better ring and everything from this, because you will get accessories. Normally it's tier 4 on this game. It can make you do some good damage. Actually you will be maybe on 2 million, 3 million, 4 million DPS when you finish all of this. But the most important thing, because you will have soul and you have heart and bit aura and talisman, will be on average for upgrading later. So because we need this point, because you will need it later, so you have to reach it at least at the start. Then everything will be on the soul boost. So soul boost is normally an event. You just will do some missions, it will make you leveling up, and with every level you begin to get some rewards like this. So if you check this, that can make you make some upgrades for your weapon, and also you can get some unity stones, and I will talk about this later. You get some better gems for your weapon and better gems for your pet also, and you will get your badges, at least the starting badges, and you will get some on skill techniques. This one for sure is to make your points increase. So if you go to your skills like this, I can put some points on some skills that will make me get stronger. So all of these things is so important. Also something like this can make you upgrade your soul to next levels, and for sure that's for some specific souls and some tiers, like this one for Brightwell. If you use this until you reach the max Brightwell, so you will have, or you will need another one for the higher stage, and you have 2 stages for this. So that's something good for sure. And after you focus on all of this, for sure also you will get some good accessories. If you are doing this on this time after the musician patch, so you should find some patch here. It will make you gear up also fast on F10, so you will have to go to Honeymoon coin and for sure buy the voucher for level 60, and also get this one, because this one will give you more better items than what you will get from soul boost. This one is Sky Stealer items, the sets of them, so you can get them. Also you can get Shadow Fury weapon. So if you do this and get Shadow Fury weapon stage 9, just one weapon will be ahead of you, upsurge weapon, and nothing more than this. So you will have a great advantage if you do this. Also they give you Manifest Soul, that's the match soul in the game, even stronger than mine. I used this one on one of my ults because it's not super far from me here, so I can have 2 characters better on the soul anyway. So for sure this one will be super huge advantage for you. So if you will get this with the Manifest Soul, maybe you will do like 20 million and 5 something on this average without anything, just with this materials and this weapon and all of this. Just will make you reach this point, maybe 25 million, maybe going for 30 million. It's about your character more than anything. But away from all of this, for sure soul boost you will have to load in once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and like this you will begin to get your rewards. If you do 6 from stage 1, that will make you go for stage 2. That's why you should finish the story until everything, because last chapter for the story is just 5 from them on 5 quests on this. When you finish them, so you will finish 5 of them with the loading ones, so you will open stage 2 straight away. Stage 2 will ask you for some dungeons like what you can see. Substratum, play it once until you play it 7 times. All of this, every time you will play it every day, that will give you some points. Also Aerodrome and some other dungeons. Actually you will not find them on F8 right now. The right run is Consider the Treasury and Ebon Liar and also Forest of Echo. So make parties away from F8 and you can do them and find some players, play them every day, and you can make this. Maybe this one will change later, not sure, because The game sometimes made some changes, so it's not an F8, so maybe they will do something, not sure when. So when it happens, just check always what is happening, so you know which quest you will have to do for it. With stage 3, you will have to do for some solo dungeons, as I can see. Sanctum of Master, it's solo dungeon here around me in the back. Something on here, so this one in this place, you will have to do for it. And for the others, asking for Celestial Basin, you will have to do for Celestial Basin, just to do the daily there every day, and things will be so good for you. Nothing more than them. Some loading daily challenge once also. If you do daily, 3 dailies every day, so you will begin to get them until 7 days. For stage 4, it's asking for Demon Bane Dungeon. Actually, this one will hold Hall of Trails. Stage 2, not sure if it working or not, because Hall of Trail now don't have stage 2, so maybe normal mode can do or not, I'm not sure about this, but they will change it sooner or later, so don't worry about it. And test supply chain, you can go for stage 2 and stage 3. If you do stage 5, so you will finish stage 3 and 2 together. Also, there is something else about Aerodrome and Substratum, you will find them on F8, play them 12 times, but this one just the dynamic quest, so you can do them on the same day if you want. You will have no problem with this. Also there is these 3 because they are given too much. There is Spectral Shrine and Den of the Ancient, Circle of Sandering, all of them is here. This one is Circle of Sandering, Spectral Shrine will be behind me here, and Den of the Ancient will be there on this place. Play all of them, you will get a lot of points, you will begin increase on levels, you will get a soul shield and some good items, so they will make you get advantage, a lot of high advantage on the game at the start for sure. Okay, so after you finish all of this, so what you should do? First thing, you should have some badges under this one and under this misted badge by 2, so you have to aim for the higher one. Higher one you will find it here when you go on the map and go for Silver Frost. Go for this one, Stronghold. So actually you will find here the big raid, but this one you can't go for it, but you can talk to some player to buy the items from it. They will have Misted Badge and also Soul Badge and also the Amulet. You can go for them and try to buy them by gold, or you will have to go for Twisted Serpent, and this one, by the way, now is a weekly, so you have to go for it and you have a chance for it 2 times per week. So maybe it can drop one of them if you are super lucky. Also can drop some soul shields, and this soul shield Shadow Fury now is dropping on normal dungeons, and you can get it from the package from F10 also if you are doing this on these days. So you will have no problem with all of this. If you did them, that's something good. If not, so you will have to get them with coins. Which coins you have to get them? If you look to soul boost on later, a bit on later levels, so you'll find this legendary dungeon coin. There is a merchant there on this place, you can buy the badges from there. I prefer to find one of them at least and buy the next other one with the legendary dungeon coin, so you will have both of them and you will have no problem. If you have a premium membership, so if you go for this tab, I think, no, this one for the premium, so maybe you will find these things also cheaper. So here you can find even the Realm Keeper amulet, this one for PvP, Silver Steel amulet, and also you will find the amulet from this raid, this one Shadow Fury amulet. By the way, Silver Steel you will get it from the soul boost, so you don't need it. So maybe you can focus on this one Shadow Fury amulet to get it from there. And also the badges is also here, so this one Twisted Serpent Stronghold Misted Badge, and this one Twisted Serpent Stronghold Misted Badge, Soul Badge. So you can get both of them like this. Okay, so that's if you have a premium. If you don't, so you will have to do it the hard way, like finding them or go for the other merchant, and the price will be a bit higher. Okay, so that's for Misted Badge and Soul Badge. For sure, for these items, after you finish Soul Boost and you get this item to match, there is nothing will make it grow up on the Soul Boost. You can begin to upgrade it yourself, and that's something about you when you upgrade it or not. And to understand, Soul will be the best item, then Heart, then Pit, then, or I can say Heart, Soul, then Heart, then this one Talisman, which can help on damage more, and Pit. And both of these items more for defense, to understand all of this. And Soul, Heart, 4% more on damage. And the Soul for sure is the best item for the damage between these 4 items. Okay, so for accessories you have like this one, star or sky stealer ring or ear ring, and the others for sure, so you have to aim for higher items. How you can get them? So if you go for Control J here to change the dungeons, you have Hall of Trails. Hall of Trails now can give you the ring and ear ring if you are lucky, as you are playing on easy mode or normal mode or hard mode, so you have a chance for this that can help you. For other items you will have to go for their dungeons. So Nightarian Namdo Shrine, at least stage 5, and spam it a lot. It can drop for you belt, it will be for you, and not belt, it will drop for you gloves, and this one will be for you, and it can drop a necklace, but this one can be a class specific, so maybe you will not find yours so easy, but you will have to try a lot. If you did the achievement for 100 run, you can buy it with the achievement, with the currency, you will find it, the essence, whatever what it called, so you can buy it with this. Okay, Altar of Infinity, you will find the bracelet, and that's the best one on the Star Cross. You can check the video for the DPS I made about this, and also there is a belt drop, and this one will be for you, so it will have no problem. The bracelet will be for any class, so it's about your luck to find it or not. But if you did them, that's the match accessories you have in the game right now. Just for the ring and the ring, it's having a small change because there is a new item can drop here from Grim Nexus, and if you go for stage 5, if you go for stage 1 to 4, you can find the Star Cross item for ring and ear ring, it can drop, but stage 5 to above, you can get this item, Etulus ring and Etulus ear ring, and that's the match ring and match ear ring in the game. It's not hard to do this if you have some good DPS like maybe 60 million or something like this. You can go for stage 5 and have no problem. If you have a good party, you can maybe do it and you have a chance for it to drop for you. And by the way, the earring is for any character, it can work for any character. It have loot can come for all of you, and there is a loot can come for just you, so maybe it can drop for you and you find yourself have earring, and that's what happened with me by the way. And maybe you can find it drop and it have earring and just for you, and it can drop for everyone and can be earring and ring, so you will have to pay some gold for this if you can get it or others can get it, so you will gain some gold. So that's not bad anyway. Away from the accessories, so now for sure you understand how you did these 12 items. Now the point about the soul shield. So for sure from soul boost you can get silver steel soul shield, and from this package and from dungeons you can get the higher one, Shadow Fury soul shield. So if you did Shadow Fury soul shield, that's something good, but you have to aim for something higher, and that's Poharan soul shield or True Poharan soul shield. So this items is dropping for just one dungeon, and that's supply chain. If you are going for stage even 3, it can happen and drop, but I prefer to go for multi for stage 5. It can drop you True Poharan soul shield or normal Poharan soul shield, this one. So this one is a legendary, but it's higher than Silver Frost, or sorry, the Shadow Fury one, it's better than them. And if you did True, that's the match soul shield on the game for True Poharan, so you have to get it, and after you get it you have to try to get some pieces with Mystic like this one. Have Mystic because Mystic is super important. If you do this, so you are match soul shield until they make something new, and you will be good. For your weapon, for sure you will get some gems, and these gems you can find them also dropping on Poharan dungeon, that is supply chain, so you can give it a try until you get some. And also some places it have some gems, so you can make upgrades for them, but they are not super important, giving you some attack power, but attack power not a super important state. Okay, so for the weapon, it also drop on these dungeons that I will mention now. So stage 5 for Namdo Shrine can drop it, Altar of Infinity can drop it, also Dream Nexus can drop it. It have a chance on Dream Nexus to find the weapon, maybe not for you in the loot, maybe it's yours in the loot, and if you are the only one from this class, so you will find it and get it so easy, like it's yours. So you'll have no problem with this. If you did Upsurge weapon, so you can switch your Shadow Fury or whatever the weapon you have, because this one is away from any other weapon, and you can check video about it, I made it before, so you can understand more about this. If you need more higher items than this for amulet as example. So you have this dungeon here, the solo dungeon on this place. So this one can drop you these two items, this amulet, Dawn Bright amulet, and also this misted badge, Dawn Bright misted badge. But you have to get high DPS, maybe for more than 60 million, something like this. So you can try to kill it on the same time or on the rage time, before the rage time, so you can kill it. So don't aim for this early, you have to get some good damage and then try to give it a try for this. Okay, if you did them, for sure you will have so much DPS, especially from this misted badge. This one will not give you that much, but everything will be good for you. And now let's talk about the other points can give you more damage away from the accessories and away from all of this. First thing for accessories, something you can give it more on the accessories called sighty, like this one or this one or this one or anything like this. So sighty is given for something of your items, some extra states. You have to check what item it give, like this one give for bracelet and the belt. So I can go for this bracelet as example and go for this one and go press plus and put it, and for sure it will not add to any old one if you have a lot from this, so they can give to each other until you reach max. But something on my case, for sure it will not do for me any good. Okay, so if you do this, for sure sights can give you more states, like my states as example on this bracelet giving me critical damage by 982, and also for my attack power for 28. So this a good increases when, especially when you give it for a lot of your items. So you will have so much states, and with your states going high, your damage for sure will go higher. Like if you look, my misted is in this average and my critical damage on this average. For sure as you start, maybe you are under 10k mystic, maybe you are on 5k mystic, something like this. So when you draw on mystic especially, and the critical damage, as they are the most two important states, then after this can go for critical chance until you reach 18 million, then attack power, then accuracy, because some bosses can dodge some of your attacks. So these are the 5 more important states you have to focus on. Focus on mystic first, then critical damage, and anything else can come after all of this. Okay, for second important way, and I say it maybe the most important one between other ways, is unity and splendor stones. Your start will not be like this. For sure you will start from this yellow, blue, for sure this one will be blue, and this one red, and this one yellow. And for the rays or the tears, so you'll find the blue first, then purple like this, then there is a yellow but not this one, then awaken, so this one is awaken, then you can find this. Okay, that's how the tears is going, and this one, there is one higher than this. So as you start, you will have to try to make all of this, and you have to open all of these slots. Opening the slots will be because of the unity rank. Unity rank is increasing with you as you are playing with a lot of character and playing with your main, and you can reach some points until you rank yourself. Like when I reach this, I will be on rank 196. So you will have to aim for this fast because it opens some slots like this. Like I don't have this one, I have to reach 200. If I reach 200, I will open it. 210, I will open this one. All of this can help me. Okay, what is this stone giving for you? It's about the color, how much it will give you, and also the looking for it, like what you see. So this one as example giving me additional damage. There is something better than this, like boss attack power as example. This one boss attack power as well. Critical chance like this. Also there is some slight additional damage, accuracy, and there is piercing. There is a lot of things, so you have to better to aim for boss attack power and the critical chance. They are so good for you, and also if there is additional damage it can help as well, but you have to aim for boss attack power better. Okay, for this will be the blues, and blues focusing more on boss attack power as the normal states, and there is some other states that's about the tier of your stone, and this one focusing on critical damage, and this one is focusing on your mystic. Better to go for your mystic and your attack power just for show, so it's better to get it fast. But this one mystic is in critical damage is the best, then attack power like what I told you about the states. And as you go, you will start with blue, then you have to upgrade them with 8 of this, so you can reach purple. Normally there is a chances they tell us how much it will happen, but they don't tell us these days, I'm not sure why. and you can get a chance to get the purple, or maybe it come as blue. It's about your luck and nothing more than this. Then match your purple yellows after you match all of this with purple. Go for yellows, and you can begin to do things like this. Match your yellows, go for awaiting, match your all awaiting, begin to go for this purples, and this one have so bad a chance, so almost not happening anyway. Okay, with increasing for this and tiers, that will make your set effect going up, and with your set effect you will begin to get some extra states that will help you later. So that's how is Unity working. That's if you want more information, you can check the Unity Stone video. I will mention it on the description as well. Next, you will have to do something called compound. This compound have 2 pages. Choose one of the pages that you will always working on it. What states you need from this is simply missed and critical damage is the best. So this one, as example, I have missed it, but I don't have critical damage, so I have to change it to missed and critical damage later when I have a chance, and because this one is about luck, so it's not easy to do this. So the best one here will be this one, missed it and critical damage. If I can match all of this with this one, that will be so good for me. So you will get a states like this and you will find it. For the accessories, any accessories you don't need it, just put it here, and the best one put it because it gives you more points. So I got DC. So anyway, so with increasing for this items, it can give you something called the power potential, and this one when it get high, so the states you will get will be also higher, so it will make some small increase to this. So for sure, that's something we need. So when you can get some items better than what you have and you don't need it, you can use it here for the compound. And for sure, get the better states and everything will be good for you. So next one will be this one. If you press Ctrl and T, so there is something called insignia. So the insignia thing, you will have to do it like this. You will make a page, it's about the dungeon you are playing as example. So if I will say, I will make a page just to play Namdo Shrine as example. So you will need some from the Namdo Shrine things like this one called working for Namdo Shrine, and you will get something for damage like Power Throw as example, because this one can give you Mystic more. So you will have to find the good things. How you get them? You will find them on dungeons as you are playing, it can drop for you, and also you can go for this dungeon Sanctum of Master, because doing this can give you a lot from this item, so you can get the best things, and you can combine them like this, instant fusion, and press fuse, and choose anyone you have a lot from it. As example, if I will say I will do this one away from I logged it, and I can go for it. So if I will say, as example, this one I have 27 from it, so you just press it, it have to go here, then you make the fuse, and maybe you have a chance to get the purple one from it if this one is blue as example, or maybe it can come blue and you fail. So anyway, you will get the states you need. So as example, I made this one for playing on normal dungeons, so it's full of Power Throw because it's good, and as example for here, as this one made for the new dungeon or the last dungeon. For this one I'm using for Altar of Infinity at the moment. I was on this, so I will use it, and I have put something like this for when my party have a grab, so I can do so much damage on the grabs, and things is going like this. So it's helpful for sure to make some good things, like the blue one is more supporting for healing sometimes, and make your break doing better, and make some other reasons for you to make things going well for you. So choose the best one for you and begin to play, and everything will be good for you. Something I actually hated for super long time, and I still hate it if you ask me, but because maybe of the last patch, because we have a lot of rules, so maybe I can make a try for these things. So that's enhancement. Enhancement, you have the range as example, normally will be star cross range. I wanted to make it go up, so if I will go for equipment, so I want it as example +7. It have a chance to fail, just maybe first stage and second stage, mostly they are 100% to happen, and others maybe will be, if it's a low item, it will be 100% for even stage 3 as well, but just for mystic accessories. If you have legendary accessories, it's not done with this way, just mystic accessories. So this enhancement will increase your states a bit. As example, from +6 to +7, just will give me some more attack power, not that big, that's just one attack power, some small critical damage, some additional damage. It will not make that much different. And also there is a state on boss attack power I can get from the enhancement, so this one will increase a bit, other things will not increase that much. And also from reaching the stage 6, so you will get additional effect. So this one for me is misted as example on this item, so this misted will increase also as you go up, but actually you will pay a lot because there is a lot of fails, so maybe this one is a bad one, but you have to go for it later. If you can get any item reach plus 11, that will make you go for a different states and will help you to do more damage, but this one maybe will take a lot of gold from you. As example, if I will say I want this range to reach plus 11, maybe I will pay like 20k gold for this, so that's too much gold for sure. So enhancement, maybe you have to focus on it later. You just can make them for plus 6, and after you can make everything plus 6, maybe you can aim for something higher if you want, if you have some gold and you don't know what to do with this. So that's almost everything. You can make your stats going up and make yourself going for more damage. If you are going for all of what I said, so maybe you can reach even my DPS if everything is going well for you. So it's about your try hard and about everything you are working on, so that can make you go for aiming for high for sure items. It's about you, it's not about anything else. Last thing I will have to say for you is about what you have to do if you want to go for all of this. For sure, aim for the something that you need. I want this range, aim for this range. If I don't have anything to aim for, so aim for everything together with the same time. So maybe you can get any one of them that can help you. And also the important thing is you have to play always the daily, because 5 daily now give you 2k gold. That's something huge. We wasn't having this. We even daily wasn't giving us any gold anyway. And now because of the daily you can go for a lot of things. I prefer to play with a lot of characters, so I can get this 200 on a lot of other characters. And if some characters even didn't play the daily yesterday, so if you play with it today, you will get the daily from yesterday and you will get the daily from today, so you will get 4k gold, not just 2k gold. So that's something good. You can aim for all of this. Also play your weekly. Your weekly is super important. If there is something like not this one sometimes you will not find it open on most of players, so you will have to play the orange twists for this. You will find them normally on this place. You find any orange, just play it because you will need them later on the weeklies or anything like this. I think that's enough for you. So much information. I know maybe your brain is exploded right now, but you will have to understand everything this way. So anyway, thank you for watching guys, have a nice day and good luck for you, and see ya in the next video. Bye bye.